Being behind on retirement savings is not uncommon. According to a study by Personal Capital of users on their platform, people in their 50s had around $462,000 saved for retirement. Depending on your needs, that may be enough to support the kind of spending that you want in retirement. But what do you do if you're behind? Here are 4 steps to take if you're behind on retirement savings heading into 2022. Number 1, adjust your mindset. If you're in your 40s or 50s and are behind on retirement savings, the most important thing you can do is change your mindset around money. The root of the word decide means to cut away. If you're going to decide to have a financially secure retirement, you'll need to cut away the unnecessary things that are blocking you. After all, you can have anything, including a secure retirement, but you can't have everything. We've just started the new year, so maybe you're still keeping your resolutions. It's nice to have goals, but it's more important to implement habits and routines that help you in your progress towards those goals. We'll talk about some of those habits shortly. However, the first step you can take is to make that commitment to your future self and cut away the obstacles keeping you from your goals. Number 2 is to take massive action and cut expenses. The closer you are to retirement, the more changes you'll need to implement. This may take form in several different ways. You may need to downsize your home. You may need to move to a less expensive part of the country. Lowering your living expenses will certainly be the biggest and fastest way to make progress if you're behind on retirement savings. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that we can't dial back our lifestyles. If that's you, I'd challenge you to reconsider your beliefs. Once I talked with a gentleman who belonged to a ritzy country club, supported his 2 kids even though they were taking a break from college, and didn't have the courage to tell his wife how much they owed in back taxes. While he had every opportunity to massively cut his expenses, he didn't believe that these cuts were possible without alienating his family. Instead, he continued to enable them at their own peril. In the long run, showing a little tough love to his family and himself would have made all the difference in the world. Taking massive action and cutting expenses can get even more extreme. The number 1 cause of relationship stress is money. If you have a partner or spouse who refuses to be realistic about living within your means, now's the time to address it. If you're committed to them, I would recommend counseling. You can find a financial therapist who's trained to help you through money issues on the Financial Therapy Association's website. I'll post a link in the show notes below. If you're already on the fence about your commitment to your relationship, you may want to spend that therapy money on a divorce attorney instead. Why are divorces so expensive? Well, because they're worth every penny. Just be sure to live within your means once things are wrapped up. Don't go buy that new Corvette instead of investing money toward your retirement. If it feels like I'm being a little harsh here, maybe I am, but sometimes the best presents come wrapped in sandpaper. Moving, saying no to your loved ones, leaving an unreasonable partner, hopefully your actions don't need to be this massive, but no matter what needs to be done, do it, and do it today. Number 3, pay yourself first. After you've gotten your mind right and made some big changes in your financial life, the time comes to start preparing for the future. The next step is to pay yourself first. The idea of paying yourself first is not a new one. However, in my experience, nothing is more effective in getting you back on track if you're behind on retirement savings. There are many ways to start tackling this. Personally, I would recommend tackling your finances in the following order. First, pay off your debt, excluding your mortgage, starting with the highest interest rates first. Second, build your cash emergency fund with at least 3 months of your new living expenses. Third, max out your 401k, including catch-up contributions. Fourth, max out your HSA, including catch-up if one is available to you. And finally, fifth, save anything extra into an after-tax investment account. If you can't max out your 401k, then just start by putting away 15% initially and adjust as you continue to make changes in your life. The key is to continually adjust your living expenses to accommodate the amount you save, not the other way around. Number 4, consider a side gig. Even if you've already made big changes, there's still more you can do. If you haven't considered a side gig, now's the time. While driving an Uber may not be the best fit for you, there are still plenty of other options that will bring in additional income. The massive number of Americans exiting the workforce has brought about plenty of opportunities for anyone who wants to pick up extra money. You can find off-hour opportunities by working in the retail, restaurant, or hospitality space. You can also find extra income by opening an Etsy store, picking up contract work through Fiverr or Upwork, or you could even build a business around a YouTube channel. Working online has become the norm since the pandemic, which means that the opportunities to pick up a side gig that fits your lifestyle and talents have become much easier. The fantastic upside of a side gig is that you can continue to pursue it in retirement if it's something that you enjoy. If you're behind on your retirement savings, there's still plenty that you can do to get back on track. However, the most important factor is to make those tough decisions and then quickly act on them. As someone who has struggled with paralysis by analysis in the past, I can tell you from experience that because you've watched this video up until this point, you probably already know enough to get started. Action is the key, so get started today. Hey, if you're over 50 and looking for the details on more ways to save for retirement, then check out this video to learn more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.